This video is part 2 of how to generate the Hello World program. I've just launched the Semel Editor. I don't have the Semels from part 1, but if I file open, I can find them again using the helloworld.tse file. The suffix TSE stands for the Semel Editor. That's where all of the Semels are saved. So let's select it, open it. Now there is a main function. Click here to select it, and then navigate to it, and here is Hello World. There's an FYI here. FYI means for your information. It said this Semel must have a side effect. Now you and I know that outputting produces a side effect. Why is it that the Semel Editor doesn't know that? Let's take a look at the synthesized attributes. It says there is no side effect to this main. Okay, well the only thing in main is one statement in the body. So let's navigate to the body, and the body says I don't have a side effect. The only thing in the body is this expression statement, so let's navigate to it by selecting it and navigate. And it says, I too do not have a side effect. I'm an expression statement. Not only must it have a side effect, but there's another FYI, a value is computed but discarded. We'll come back to that a little bit later on. Let's take a closer look at the leftmost binary operator. We can navigate to there by clicking on the less than. It says we're missing a function overload, which is true. No function overload has been chosen. There are no exact matches, but 2 viable overloads. The first one is preferred over the second one because char is exact, whereas char t, who knows what that is. So if we select that, it knows it's selected. It hasn't yet modified the function overload, but watch what happens when we click select. The FYI is going to disappear because there will be a function overload, and we will learn the return type, value category, and side effect of this function overload. So we're going to click select. Notice the FYI went away. The function overload is correct. The return type is correct. The return L value is correct. And yes, there is a side effect. So the leftmost less than has been taken care of. Let's navigate up to my owner to deal with the rightmost, which says I'm not aware of any function overload, which is true. That way it still doesn't know the type or the value category. It says it has a side effect because its operand has a side effect. But there is one viable overload, which happens to be the one we want. ENDL is a non-member function, which implicitly converts to pointer to non-member function. So let's select that. Notice that the FYI message disappears. The function overload is chosen. We know the return type, the value category, and that it has a side effect. Let's navigate to my owner, which is the expression statement, which now says I have a side effect. Let's navigate to my owner, which is the compound statement, the body of main, which says I now have a side effect. And if we navigate to my owner, which is the main function, it says I now have a side effect, and the message goes away. We promised to come back to the value computed but discarded. The reason is, and let's go back to the statement that does the work, when you result in an L value reference as the entire return type of this entire expression statement, you can discard the reference and that's just fine. So we do not flag a problem with that. So let's go to my surrounding function. Notice the synthesized inclusive IO stream, which covers the four things: cout, ENDL, less than, and basic O stream. So this is now a fully completed Hello World program. That concludes this video. Thanks for watching.